Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the constant magnitude circle or M circle. Okay. So constant magnitude circle or M circle is used to determine the magnitude of closed loop transfer function using the open loop transfer function, and it is only applicable to the unity feedback system. Okay, so these are the condition of constant magnitude circle. It is only applicable for the unity feedback system. So now we are considering a open loop transfer function, that is g of j omega is equal to x plus j of y. Okay, now the closed loop transfer function of this above open loop transfer function is c of j omega upon r of j omega is equal to g of j omega divided by 1 plus g of j omega into h of j omega. Okay, here the value of g of j omega is written over there, and value of h of j omega is equal to 1 because we are considering as the unity feedback system. Now in this closed loop transfer function we are putting the value of g of j omega as equal to x plus j of y. Okay, x plus j of y. So after putting the value of g of j omega as x plus j of y, the closed loop transfer function of the system will become c of j omega by r of j of omega is equal to 1 plus is equal to x plus j of y divided by 1 plus x plus j of y. So after putting the value of g of j omega is equal to x plus j of y, we got this type of expression. Now the magnitude of this closed loop transfer function m is equal to magnitude of or mod of c of j omega by r of j of omega is equal to root of x square plus y square divided by root of 1 plus x whole square 1 plus x whole square plus y of square. We got the magnitude expression like this. Okay, now squaring both the side, we got m square is equal to x square plus y square divided by 1 plus x whole square plus y square. After squaring the magnitude expression, we got this type of equation. Okay, now take this term into left hand side and multiplied with m square. So m square into 1 plus x whole square plus y of square is equal to x square plus y of square. Okay, now take the common of first simplify this equation. So simplifying this equation will become x plus 1 plus 2 of x plus x square plus y of square is equal to x square plus y of square. Okay, now so after simplifying we got this type of expression. Now take common x square term from here and y square term from this. So taking common, then we got x square into m square minus 1 plus 2 into x into m square plus y square into m square minus 1. M square minus 1 is equal to minus m square. Okay, so we got this type of expression. Now just interchange the minus sign. So if we eliminate this minus sign, then this equation become x square into 1 minus m square minus 2x into m square, 2x into m square plus y square into 1 minus m square is equal to m square. Okay, now take common 1 minus m square from this equation. So if we are taking 1 minus m square from this equation, then this equation becomes x square minus 2 into x into m square by 1 minus m square plus y square is equal to m square by 1 minus m of square. Okay, take 1 minus, take 1 minus m square common. So after taking common, we got getting this type of expression. Okay, now so to make this expression as the expression of circle, so what is the expression of circle? The circle expression can be written as x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r square, where a comma b is the center coordinate of the circle, r is the radius. Okay, so to make this above expression, to the expression of circle, we need to add to make this expression as expression of circle, we need to add m square by 1 minus m whole square to the whole square on both sides. So after adding this term, this equation become x square plus y square x square plus y square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2 into x into m square by 1 minus m square plus m square by 1 minus m square to the power square is equal to m square by 1 minus m square plus m square by 1 minus m square to whole the power square. Okay, after adding we got this type of expression. Now this expression can be simplified as this expression x square plus 2a into b plus b square. Okay, so x minus b. Okay, this term whole square and y. Okay, so x square minus m square by 1 minus m square to whole square plus y minus 0 whole square, we can write like this, is equal to, if we simplify this two term, then we got m square by 1 minus m square to the whole square. So we got this type of expression. Okay, and if we compare this equation to the equation of circle, we can clearly observe that a square minus x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to r of square. So it's a expression of circle, and the coordinates of center of the given expression, the center is minus so this is plus comma 0, that means m square by 1 minus m square comma 0 is the center, and radius is r square, so m upon 1 minus m square, 1 minus m square. This is the radius and center of the circle. Okay, now in the expression of circle, if we put m is equal to 1, if m is equal to 1, then equation of circle becomes 1 plus x whole square plus y square is equal to x square plus of y square. Okay, and x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, and we can clearly observe that this is a equation of a straight line parallel to the y axis and passing through, it is a equation of a straight line parallel to y axis and passing through minus 1 by 2 comma 0. Okay, in G of or S plane, in G of j omega or S plane. Okay, now we need to draw the M circle or magnitude circle. Okay, so for drawing the M circle, as we got the value of center and the value of magnitude, okay, so and also the radius, so we need to calculate this value for drawing the circle. So for this we need to consider the different value of m. Okay, both the values for the coordinates of the center and the value of radius will depending upon n. So we need to consider the different values of m. Okay, and with this respect we need to calculate the center and as well as the radius of the circle. For this we need to draw a or make a table. Okay, so we are making a table for drawing the m circle. So the table should be look like here. If we are considering serial number, then value of m, then the center, then the radius. All the expression we know. For center it is m square by 1 minus m square comma 0. This is the center, and radius is equal to m upon 1 minus m square. Now we are considering one where the value of m is equal to 0.3. Okay, so with respect to this, if we are putting the value of m is equal to 0, then we got the coordinate for the center, that is 0.098 comma 0, and for radius that is 0.329. Okay, second value for m we are considering as 0.5. So with this respect we got 0.33 comma 0 for center and 0.666 for the value of radius. Similarly for third value we are considering 0.67 for m is equal to 0.67. With this respect we got 0.814 comma 0 as the center, and the radius is equal to 1.215. Value 4 we are considering, that is 0.766. With respect to this value of m we got 1.42 comma 0, this is the center, and 1.854, this is the radius of the circle. Okay, now for the fifth value we are considering, that is 0.833 for m. So with this respect we got 2.27 comma 0 as the center of the circle. Then with respect to this we got 2.72 as the radius of the circle. For sixth value we are considering, that is 1.2. With this respect we got minus 3.27 minus 3.27 comma 0 as the center, and radius is equal to minus 2.72. Minus 2.72 is the radius. Seventh value, for seventh value, that is we are considering for m is equal to 1.3, and with this respect we got the coordinate of the center is equal to 2.45 comma 0 and radius is equal to 1.88. Similarly for eighth value we are considering m is equal to 1.5, m is equal to 1.5, and with respect to this 1.5 we got minus 1.8 comma 0 as the center, and radius is equal to minus 1.2. Ninth value is equal to, we are considering as mine for m is equal to 2.0. With respect to this we got minus 1.33 comma 0. Okay, then with respect to this we got the value of radius is equal to minus 0.66. For 10th value of m we are considering 3.0, and with respect to this value we got minus 1.125 comma 0, the value of center, and with respect to this value of m we got minus 0.375 as the radius of the circle. So now with the help of this data we can draw the constant magnitude circle. Okay, so now just try to remember this data. I am rubbing this data because we need to draw the m circle. Okay, so I am rubbing this data. Just keep in mind. Now for drawing the constant M circle, first we are drawing the S plane or G of j omega plane. This is the imaginary axis and this one is the real axis. Okay. Now first we need to draw the straight line which we have considered the value of M is equal to 1, and this line is parallel to the y axis, or simply we can say that the parallel to the imaginary axis and passing through the point minus 1.2, 0. So minus 1.2 in, that means it will be in left hand side of the imaginary axis. Okay, so here M is equal to 1 and value of x is equal to minus 1/2 and y is equal to 0. Okay. Now how the constant M circle will be look. So if we are going through the table, then up to the first 5 value we having positive values. Okay, and rest of the 5 values are negative for the circle as well as for the radius also. So this means for first 5 values the circles will be in right hand side, and for the next 5 values the circle will be in the left hand side. Okay, so I am drawing the M circle. So before drawing this, first we are considering the point 1, this is 2, this one is 3, 4 and up to 5. Similarly in left hand side direction, this is 1/2, so this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now when first we are considering the value of M is equal to 3, then how the circle will look like. Okay, so here value of M is equal to 0.3. For this circle is represented. Now second value as value of M is equal to 5 and the value of circle is 0.33, 0. Okay, so second circle will be like this, where M is equal to 0.5. M is equal to 0.5. Similarly, M is equal to 0.67. For M is equal to 0.67, this is the circle M is equal to 0.67. With respect to this value, we having the center of the circle is 0.814, 0 and the radius is 1.215. Okay, now for the fourth value of M, that is we are considering 0.766. 0.766. Okay. So M is equal to 0.766, the last positive value. Okay, this is M is equal to 0.833. M is equal to 0.833. Now, so we have drawn the M circle for first 5 values. Now M circle for rest of the 5 values will be lies in the left hand side of the imaginary axis. So for first negative value we are considering M is equal to 1.2, and with respect to this we having the coordinate of the center is equal to minus 3.27, 0. Okay. So first we are considering the 10th value. So for 10th value, when we are considering m is equal to 3, this circle will represent like this. So here m is equal to 3. Now the 9th value, when we are considering m is equal to 2. So this is for m is equal to 2. Okay, with respect to m is equal to 2, we get that coordinate of the center is minus 1.33 comma 0. Okay, and also we have the value of radius is minus 0.66. So we are considering this, okay, for drawing the circle. Now the 8th value we are considering, that is 1.5. So m is equal to 1.5. This is the 8th value. Now the 7th value we are considering m is equal to 1.3. m is equal to 1.3. Similarly, this one for m is equal to 1.2. Okay, with respect to this m is equal to 1.2, we having the coordinate minus 3.27 comma 0. So for if we are considering this circle, minus 3.27, so center of this circle, outermost one, okay, center of the outermost circle will be minus, if we are considering minus 3 point, so these are the minus coordinate, okay. So minus 3.27 will be over here, and y is equal to 0 along the x-axis. So this is the constant m circle, okay, which is used to determine the magnitude of closed loop transfer function using the open loop transfer function, and it is only applicable to the unity feedback system. Okay. So this is constant magnitude circle. Now we are going to focusing on the constant n circle or phase angle loci. Constant n circle or phase angle loci. Okay, so as the m circle is used to determine the magnitude, so simply n circle is used to determine the magnitude of phase response of closed loop transfer function using the open loop transfer function. So it is used to determine the phase angle response of closed loop transfer function using open loop transfer function. Okay, so n circle is used to define the phase angle determine the phase angle response of closed loop transfer function using open loop transfer function. Now similarly, as for the previous one, we are considering the open loop transfer function g of j omega. So here open loop transfer function g of j omega is equal to x plus j of y. Okay, now the closed loop transfer function of this above equation can be written as C of j of omega by r of j of omega is equal to x plus j of y divided by 1 plus x plus j of y. This is the closed loop transfer function of the given open loop transfer function. Now expression of phase angle of this above equation. Expression of phase angle of the above equation what will be the expression of phase angle? Phi is equal to this one. For the numerator it should be plus, so tan inverse of b by a, that means y by x. Okay, and for this minus tan inverse of y by 1 plus x. This is the expression of phase angle. Okay, now we need to simplify this equation. For this, take 10 on both sides. So the above equation becomes tan phi is equal to tan of tan inverse y by x minus tan of tan inverse y by x plus 1. Okay. Now tan a minus tan b. So simplify this equation. So tan a minus tan b is equal to tan a minus tan b divided by 1 plus tan a into tan b. So this expression can be written as tan phi is equal to tan of tan inverse y by x minus tan of tan inverse y by x plus 1 divided by 1 plus tan of tan inverse y by x into tan of tan inverse y by x plus 1. Okay. Now just the tan will get cancelled by the tan inverse and the equation becomes, so tan of tan inverse get cancelled and this equation becomes tan phi is equal to y by x minus y by x plus 1 divided by 1 plus y by x into divided by y by x so divided by y by x into y by x plus 1. Okay. Now simplification of the above equation will become simplification of this equation will become tan of phi is equal to y upon, if we simplify now, so this term will come y upon s square plus x plus y of square. Okay. So after simplification we got the expression like this. Now consider tan of phi is equal to capital N. So N is equal to n is equal to y upon x square plus x plus y square. Now so this term becomes x square plus x plus y square minus y by n is equal to 0. So further simplification of this equation can be written like this. Okay. So this is the expression. Now to make this expression as the expression of circle, okay, to make this expression as the expression of circle, what we need to add 1 plus 4 plus 1 by 4 n square, add in both side of the above equation. So now add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 n square on both sides. Okay. So if we add this term on both sides of the equation becomes this term will be added both sides of this equation. So this equation can be written as x square plus x plus y of square minus y upon n plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 n square, okay, is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 n square. Okay, this addition is required to make this equation look like as a equation of circle. Okay. So further this expression can be written as, okay, so this equation can be written as x plus 1 by 2 whole square plus y minus 1 by 2 of n whole square is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 n square. Okay. So from this expression we can clearly observe that these are the coordinates of the circle and root of this thing is nothing but the radius of the circle. So write down from the above equation, center of the circle will be minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 of n, this is the circle, and radius is equal to root of, if we simplify this thing, no, so we got root of n square plus 1 divided by 4n square. These are the thing we got for the constant n circle. Okay. Now similarly, for determining the constant n circle, we also need to consider the different value of the phi, and with respect to this we need to calculate the value of tan phi, and with respect to this need to calculate the coordinate of the center, okay, and also the radius of the circle. Okay. So for this we need to form a table for constant n circle with different values of phi. Now table for constant n circle. So what are the things we need? First we need phi, then tan of phi, then center, we know the expression of center, and then radius. Okay. So we are considering the different value of phi. First phi we are considering 30 degree, then 45 degree, then 60 degree, then 15 degree, then minus 60 degree, then minus 45 degree, then 30 degree, minus 30 degree. Okay. So with respect to this, the tan of phi we got 0.577. For 45 degree it's 1.0. For 60 degree it is 1.732. For 15 degree it is 0.267. For minus 60 degree it is minus 1.732. And for 45 degree it is minus 1. And for 30 degree it is minus 0.577. Okay. So with respect to this value, we have the expression of center, that is 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 of n. So coordinate of the center for x it will be always 0.5. Only the y coordinate will change. So for first value it is 0.866, then 0.5 comma 0.5, then again n we have considered n is equal to tan of phi. Okay, so this tan of phi value should be replaced in the expression of center and radius. Okay, n is nothing but n is equal to tan of phi. We are considering n is equal to tan phi. So we need to place the value of tan phi in place of n in the expression. So for 60 degree, sorry, these are the minus. Okay, minus 0.5 comma 0.288. Then for 15 degree it is 0.5 minus 0.5 comma 1.87. For 60 degree it is minus 5 minus 0.5 comma minus 0.288. Then for minus 45 degree it is minus 0.5 comma minus 0.5. Okay, and for 30 degree it is minus 0.5 minus 0.866. With respect to this, the value of radius for 30 degree is equal to 1, for 45 degree is equal to 0.7, for 60 degree it is 0.577, for 15 degree it is 1.9, for minus 60 degree it is 0.57, then 0.7, then 1. So these are the values respect to the constant n circle. So from this value we can draw the n circle. Okay. So for drawing n circle, I am just rubbing the table. Just try to remember this table on mind. So now for plus 60 degree the circle will look like okay. So this is for plus 60 degree. Similarly for minus 60 degree circle will look like this. Okay. Now the remaining things for 45 plus 45 degree. So this is for plus 45 degree, and similarly this one for minus 45 degree, plus 45 degree, this one for minus 45 degree. Similarly for 30 degree, so this will for plus 30 degree, and this will for minus 30 degree. Now the remaining one, that is the plus 15 degree and minus 15 degree, plus 15 degree and minus 15 degree. So this is for plus 15 degree, and this one for minus 15 degree, plus 15 degree, this one for minus 15 degree. Okay. So this is the constant n circle for determining the phase angle loci. Okay, and the radius and coordinates of the center is respected from the table we have formed. Okay. So for this one representing the 60 degree, for positive one 60 degree we having the radius of 0.577. Okay, so that is why it is lies within this. Okay, and the coordinates with respect to plus 60 degree, that is minus 5 comma 2.88. that means x axis point having minus 5, that means x having the constant value minus 5, that means it is the center point of the of all the circles. With respect to the x coordinate, only the y coordinates are changes. So x comma for 60 degree minus 0.5 comma 2.88. So y value having 2.88, it is positive value if we are considering this over here. So center will be like just above the real axis. Okay. Now the gain adjustment by the n circle. Okay. So this is the last topic for today. Gain adjustment by the n circle. Gain adjustment by n circle. So for this we need to draw a root locus. We are considering a random root locus diagram. Okay. So this axis representing the imaginary axis, this is the real one. This is the root locus diagram. This is phase margin. Now we need to draw a circle we need to draw a circle. Now this continuation here, point A, point B, then we are taking a R, point A, point B, and this point is point C. Now this is theta, so this is perpendicular or tangent. I am drawing the diagram once. Root locus should be replaced. Okay, and this is now the circle. Point A, point B. This angle we are considered as theta. So this angle will be theta. So this angle will be 90 degree minus theta. Okay. Now this point is A, this point is B, this point is C, that is D, and this one is O. Okay. Now the triangle OAC, OA and C, this triangle OAC, we can write like this. It's a right angle triangle. Okay. So sin theta is equal to A of C divided by base by the tangent O of A. So sin of theta is equal to A of C by of A. Okay. Now where A and C, AC is the radius of the circle. AC is the radius of the circle. So expression of radius we got already, that is m by 1 minus m square in terms of magnitude. So simply we can write like this. OA, that is this line is nothing but, if it is the radius or this is radius, that means this one is also radius, then it is radius. So OA is equal to O of A is equal to m square upon 1 minus m of square. Okay. From here, now sin of theta is equal to, so sin of theta is equal to, just replace the value of AC and OA. So AC, sin of theta is equal to AC equal to m divided by 1 minus m of square, and this thing m square by 1 minus m of square. So sin of theta is equal to 1 upon m. Okay. And now here OB is equal to O of A minus A of B. That means OB is equal to, that much line is equal to nothing but OA minus AB. Okay. So I am rubbing this diagram. No, it is better to rub this portion. Okay. So OB is equal to, O of B is equal to A of O minus A of B. From this expression we can write like this. So OB is equal to A of O minus sin of theta into A into C. Okay, we can write like this. From the previous expression we have written. So O of B is equal to m square minus 1 by m square minus m upon 1 by m of square into 1 of m. Okay, we are putting the value of m over here. Now, so after simplifying this expression, O of B we got as minus 1. So thus the point B represent the point minus 1 comma j0 in the G of S plane, and the gives the factor by which the gain can be adjusted to obtain the desired m. So write down this statement, that is point B represent the point minus 1 comma j of 0 in the G of j omega plane, and gives the factor plane and gives the factor by which the gain can be adjusted to obtain desired magnitude. Desired m or magnitude. Okay, so from encircle we can also adjust the gain of the system. Now, so to define this thing we have some steps or procedure. So write down the steps over here. This is the explanation how the gain of the system can be adjusted by the encircle or value of m. Okay, now so procedure step 1. Step 1, that is draw a polar plot for k is equal to 1. Draw a polar plot for k is equal to 1. Okay, or any assumed value, how to determine. Okay, then step 2, calculate theta from sine of theta. Calculate theta from sine of theta is equal to 1 by m. This is the second step. Okay, now the third step, draw a line from origin at angle theta with negative real axis. This is the third step. Draw a line